Hello everyone, thank you for following me. My name is Carmen and I'm gonna be cooking with Thermomix for you today 3 recipes, and we are going to be using the Thermomix Friend, the new addition to the Thermomix family. The recipes are really nice, and the first one is gnocchi in tomato and mascarpone sauce. Then we will make a fruit sorbet and also a lovely broccoli salad. You will see how quick and how easy you can cook those 3 recipes without any effort. So let's start. I'm gonna move the camera so you see the Thermomix Friend and the Thermomix here. I have the recipe in my planner. So as you know, it's as easy as to start cooking. With guided cooking, the steps are so easy. It's just to follow the steps, and you just don't need to know anything about cooking. So the first thing is asking for 30 grams of pistachios. They go in. Next, close the lid. And we are gonna be chopping those speed. Next, I guess that was noisy. So as you see, in just a few seconds, our pistachios are nicely chopped. I'm gonna move them, transfer them into a bowl and reserve for later. These are just for garnishing our recipe at the very end. So there they go. Okay. So now it's asking me for 15 grams of fresh basil. There it goes. 70 grams of onions, quarter. Remember, with Thermomix, there is no more crying over onions. 1 garlic clove, I'm adding 2. And then we close again. For 3 seconds, speed 5 is going to chop all those ingredients. It's noisy again. Next. So now it's asking me to scrape down the sides. So you see, no more crying over onions again with Thermomix. That's one of the best things, how easy it is to chop ingredients. Remember, always here, if you want to do this with a spatula, never in your Thermomix. Otherwise, you're gonna be damaging your scales. Now, 400 grams of tin tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. So there it goes. Nice and easy. 70 grams of water. As you can see, I have everything already prepared so that you don't have to wait for me to do things. And now, 1.5 or 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm gonna go with 2 because for me, I always need more salt. And 1 teaspoon of ground pepper. So I'm just gonna grind some on top of it. Okay. And now it's asking me to do something that I have already done. It's asking me to weight the gnocchi and put some oil to moisture them, which I have already done. I have them here prepared. So I'm gonna skip this, okay? So we get to the point where we are gonna transfer this recipe in the Thermomix to our Thermomix Friend. Okay, so Now I'm gonna send the recipe, just clicking on send to my Thermomix Friend. And I'm gonna take the bowl there and move. So I want you to see how this works. The Thermomix is telling me that for 15 minutes, Varoma and speed 1, I can send now the recipe to the Thermomix Friend, and just by clicking in send, if you see the Thermomix Friend does not have anything, just by clicking send, it's going to be transferred to the Thermomix Friend. My finger does not work. So all I need to do is just close the lid. That is what it's telling me. I just press enter, and just to start. That's it. That's how simple it is to transfer the food, the recipe from the Thermomix to the Thermomix Friend. And now, if I follow next, I will now continue with the sorbet and the broccoli salad in this one. And if you see, they have added that new symbol that says Thermomix. So now I'm using the clean bowl in this one, and I'm starting with the sorbet. Okay, so now I've got the clean bowl in my Thermomix, and I'm gonna start with the frozen fruit sorbet. So first thing is sugar. Depending on the fruit that we have chosen, we would like more or less. In this case, as I have strawberries and cherries, I'm gonna add 100. Okay, so I've got the sugar in the Thermomix, and I'm gonna be making icing sugar. So in just 10 seconds, speed 10, is going to make a lot of noise, so bear with me. You can see the smoke that comes out of grinding the sugar. So you can see in just 10 seconds we have lovely icing sugar. No need to pay 3 times more for this in the shops. Okay, wow, really made a lot of. Okay, so now we just need to add our frozen fruit. I've got strawberries and cherries there. And we need 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. I'll just go with fresh lemon juice on top of it. All right. And then I'm gonna show you 2 things with this recipe. So I'll add the egg. I'm gonna add the egg white anyway. Doesn't really matter. So I click next, and for 30 seconds, speed 5. Okay, next. So you can see we have our sorbet, but what I'm going to do is add the spatula into the mixing bowl, and with the spatula, just not the spatula, the whisk, the butterfly just for a few seconds. Speed 4. We are gonna get, just with the same ingredients, a total different thing. It's like it has air as we have put the whisk in, and it even tastes different from the first one. One is more icy, the first part, and the second part has more air and is softer. We personally in the house like the second. So just a few seconds and you're gonna see the difference between one and the other. Look at that. It really looks a total different thing, isn't it? Okay, so this is the lovely mousse that we are gonna have as dessert today. So now I have cleaned the bowl, I have moved our sorbet to a separate bowl, and I've got here all the ingredients now to continue with the broccoli salad, okay? So I go back to the recipe. And it's asking me for 1 red pepper. I've got 1 red pepper, and I also have carrots because we like this salad with carrots as well. 1 large apple. I've got 2, and 2 different kinds, one of the green ones and one of the red ones. So 2 different types of apples. 250 grams of broccoli, which I have them like this. So here it goes. Of course, I have cleaned and I have washed everything in advance. 30 grams of pine nuts that go in. And in this case, for this salad, we are gonna do the dressing as we do the salad as well, okay? So now it's asking for 25 grams of olive oil. So we are gonna get the salad with the dressing in just one go. 15 grams of cider vinegar. So there goes. We normally use this one. We love this brand in the house. 1 teaspoon of honey. Off we go. 1.5 teaspoon of mustard. So 1.5, we like the flavor of mustard. 1 teaspoon salt. And this, in Thermomix, this is to your own taste. You can remove, swap, add more, less, just as you want. Any of these things. You need to adjust the recipes to your taste. We close the lid, and for 5 seconds, speed 4 is going to chop and mix everything. It's gonna be noisy again. So, both in time. So we have our gnocchi and the sauce ready, and we have our salad ready. Look at our lovely salad here. So now we just need to add the mascarpone, 6 tablespoons of mascarpone cheese, approximately 250 grams, which is the same as this package. So there it goes. I'm gonna add the varoma into position again. And for 3 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 4, is gonna be finishing the sauce. So you can hear the sauce is now ready with the mascarpone. So just going to touch there. So here we have our gnocchi. And our sauce. So I will take a picture and I will let you know how it tastes and how it looks. But you know, it's really a lovely recipe, very easy, very simple, and just following the steps you can get the same results every time. Okay, thank you for following me. Bye bye.